Alright, welcome back, Aussie.dad.life. Another video, another used review video for you today. So, got the Karcher K2. I've had this particular model for a few years now. You can still buy these at Bunnings. Just had a look online, they're about 150 bucks for just the nozzle. If you want this extra attachment, I think it's probably about an extra $50 odd. So what this particular one is, what you use for concrete, cleaning decks and so on. It's got a stiff bristles to, bust off any mold or crap or crud, and two little powerful jets that spin around there, and you can sort of move it back and forth. Personally, I don't really like this particular model, or this particular thing. I think you just take it a bit easier, and you go better with the standard nozzle. It just depends, I suppose, on what you're doing. Anyway, fuck. I tell you what, if you got a wife, it's much easier being single sometimes, I swear to God. It's got quite a long cable, and it came with this particular nozzle and extension on it. Now, all just snaps together pretty easy. So this particular nozzle is adjustable, so you can have it for quite open if you're just wanting to, push stuff out of the way, versus quite tight and super strong if you're wanting to actually blast stuff off and clean your concrete and so on pretty easily. As you can see there, the nozzle there, and then this particular end, same deal. Quick clip, just push it in, clips back, and then you spin that up to lock it in place, so it's all quite nice, tight and rigid, and then you're pretty much good to go. Now, the only thing that I've done to modify this particular model is got a fairly large amount of concrete area, and hanging onto this thing is a real pain in the backside. So I've just got a zip tie. So when I squeeze the handle in, I can push it in and drag it down. I don't actually have to hang onto it. Comes out full ball, and yeah, makes it a bit easier. Also, the boys like to have a go of it as well, so instead of them squeezing it and whatnot, just lock it on and they can just worry about waving it around and try not to hose me down. It does come with an extension on the back here that you can feed it into a bucket if you've got a particular cleaning solution, or if you're wanting to wash your car and so on, or suck it up and spray it out. To be honest, I'm not really too sure how good that is. I've used it once or twice and can't really say that it's made much of a difference. I think personally, if I was going to be cleaning something with soap, I'd just use a bucket and scrub it down by hand, and then use this to blast it all off. The only thing that is a real pain in the backside, which I think is probably pretty common with all of them, is the hosing. Obviously, it sits like this, all twisted up and wrapped around it, and then when you undo it, it likes to keep twisting up, and you're forever trying to untangle it, pull it out and so on. But overall, it's a pretty good bit of gear. You can use it. I've used it a couple of times for more than an hour straight, and hasn't overheated, hasn't turned off. It's never stopped running for me. It's nice and light, as you can see. You can pick it up, wheel it around. It's got some wheels on it. Power cable. Power cables are 2 meters or so. Always have an extension cable. It'd be interesting to see if you can get these in like a a battery pack model or not. But I suppose they'd probably drain it down pretty quickly with the amount of power that it chews through. So anyway, I'm gonna bring you along. I'll show you what it looks like with the particular on nice and tight, and I'll hook up the scrubber as well, and I'll show you the difference between the two, so you can make your own mind up. All right, one other last important thing I forgot to mention is it's quite loud. So I don't know, anything loud, I try and use hearing protection, just because my hearing's shot. Anyway, I'll turn it on and show you what it looks like. Sorry for the background noise. The boys are zinging around in their cars, but they're still both working. Amazing. And we're into February, so holding up a lot better than I thought. Alright, so if it's just light movement, light coatings and stuff, The big round thing works okay. If you've got a heavy stuff, I'd use the just the regular direct hose on it. So as you can see, it doesn't take too long to clean certain amounts of areas, but takes a little bit longer when you've got a lot of helpers here.
Dad, can I have a go?
Yeah, alright, you can have a go. Hang on, let me squeeze it on. So as you can see there, it didn't take long to clean up the concrete. Overall, you know, a little bit painful. You got to get the cable out, you got to get the water hose out, move it around, carry it, but it's cleaned up the concrete a treat for what we need. I'll bring you in, have a look. So as you can see here, hell of a lot better than what it was. Obviously, just put the big power washer on at the end to blast away all the leftover dirt and everything else. Compared to, so as you can see here, it's all nice. Compared to down here, which is all a bit dirty. You know, done a pretty good job overall. So yeah, Karcher, good bit of gear if you can get one. Anyway, thanks again for watching. If you could subscribe, please, really appreciate it. I'll catch you on the next video. Thanks for watching.